Welcome back to Super Mario 3D Land. We're getting close to the end now, just 1, 2, 3 more basic worlds to go.
Oh, look at her being a strong female protagonist.
Who don't need no Italian plumber. That's a charming little touch, I gotta admit.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll ever be a Super Princess Peach 2?
I don't know how well this first one sold, but if there hasn't been by now, I kinda doubt it. Also, I never played the original, so I couldn't tell you if it was any good. In terms of, like, aesthetic, I think this is actually my favorite beach level. Because you got, like, a mix of the natural with the man-made, with the boardwalks and stuff.
And the music, like I said, a lot of people will find this bland, and I can agree, but given the fact that a lot of the music is reused, this one just stands out for me. And it's so relaxing, it's great.
It's a good way to chill after the Bowser level, I guess.
It's also a good example of how the bars from the new Super Mario Bros. Sound font are just detrimental to a good melody.
Yeah.
Because this sounds like it could come from New Super Mario Bros., but it's just lacking those bars.
Now, I love this underwater section. Maybe I'm just a sucker for light refracting, but that looks really good. I can kind of tell it's a low-resolution thing, but it looks good anyway. Shut up.
I'm glad you know these terms, because I can understand what you're trying to put across, but I could never put, like, a term to it.
I mean, I may or may not be making up terms. I don't know.
Flippy platforms, for example.
Right.
I don't really need all these.
You were not aiming to get 3 of a kind, were you?
Not really, no. I mean, you can only carry 1 power-up in reserve, so what's the point of giving you 3 boxes?
I guess if you screwed one up and got something you didn't want.
That's true. And we're done. Not a bad level, all things considered. Better start than World 5, I'd say.
For sure. Now then, to make up for that, let's have a desert level.
Oh, man.
Now, I kind of like this as a desert level, because, one, it's not endless expanses of sand. It feels more like a booby-trapped tomb.
Yeah, I can see that.
And having the Tanooki suit definitely helps there, avoiding the spikes, which are a major feature of this level.
Yeah, I didn't realise at first that you actually have to be on a certain part of the platform before it will start to rise up.
I don't know why it does that. I figured it would just be like a timed thing.
It's just very petty, I guess. I suppose you could call this like a sand fortress trope.
Yeah. Oh, run away, run away. I guess if you were casually walking up that, the spike ball could get you, but that was more just a way to scare you.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing Mario games for, well over a decade now, so I'm used to that kind of thing, but I guess a new player would be psyched out of it. That's not to say I didn't die on that part, trying to, like, long jump away. I hit the top of one of the moving lifts and just fell to my death.
I've probably... If you can come up with a way to die, I've probably died in that way.
Got, like, a checklist, let's see. Falling off a platform, killed by a Goomba, that one was very humiliating. Took a bunch of pills and one of those take a break signs came up, yep, got that.
Anyway, this ghost house is even more puzzly than the last one.
Yeah, they kind of put all their mind screw puzzles into the ghost house, which kind of harkens back to World, I guess.
But basically, there are like 3 different branching paths from the beginning of the level, each one with a star coin.
Now, the star coin won't actually appear until you hit the P switch, so I don't think it's just for normal coins here. Now, the one on the right with the book is the route you want to take if you just want to get on with the level, but it's best to just get all the star coins that you can when you enter a level.
I mean, once you see 1 star coin in one path and no others, you probably can guess the pattern. Here's a place where 3D is really helpful.
I can't really capture 3D with this capture card, so what's the point of having it on? God, it's the same exact music.
I mean, at least there are not that many ghost houses between the 2 games, so it doesn't get old.
Yeah, but I think they reused it in Galaxy 2, so...
Yeah, but there aren't that many.
Are you a fan of the ghost houses?
Not really, actually. I stand by Bowser levels as my favorites. I like what they're doing with the bookcases and stuff. Clearly, yeah, this is some sort of commentary on the child market and who Nintendo is competing with.
I think you may be reading a bit too much into this haunted library.
There's no such thing as reading too much into something.
Never been a fan of the Mega Man style of disappearing and reappearing platforms.
At least you can tell where they're going to appear for these ones, because they have the little transparent bit. But, yes, I never died to the Mega Man ones because I never beat Iceman stage.
Jesus Christ. Was this like the precursor to New Super Mario Bros. 2 or something? I could just stay in that room forever, to be honest. Take a break? Yes, I will take all the breaks. Specifically in that room. It is now the break room. World 6-4. 64.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Yep, and the beat blocks are back. Again, something else from Galaxy, just kind of remixed.
Right. And here's where actually listening to the music is very helpful. Which, unfortunately, not everyone can do if they're playing on a bus and don't have headphones.
Yeah, I always find the sound output of the 3DS is very low compared to the DS.
Right. I might just have very loud headphones, so... But I think I have heard that. Basically, they appear and disappear in accordance with the music, so you gotta time things well.
Hence, beat blocks.
And as usual, it gets more difficult in the future.
Especially when you're being chased, but that's for another time.
Overall, this is a pretty chill, slow-paced level.
Yeah, I like this one. Nice use of colour, the platforming's decent.
Now, these are tricky. I assume that those swinging pendulum things are more or less synced with the beat blocks.
Yeah, there's like a slight window where you can squeeze past them.
Right. I'm pretty sure I usually just take a hit there.
I kind of started out this whole playthrough when I was recording it thinking, okay, if I take a hit, I'll take a hit. But as time went on, I just decided to get better and better, so the whole game's a no-hit run, basically.
Right. You did a good job.
Thank you.
I don't know how many times you cut out a death, but you did a good job. Ooh, is this another snow world? Looks like it.
Joy and rapture.
It's got a high bar to surpass.
This one I don't mind, actually. Mostly because the platforming's pretty good.
I like the combination of the springy mushroom blocks that are moving. So that's a very narrow platform there. Getting more precise.
I just noticed we're playing this around Christmas, so I guess it's a very seasonal kind of commentary right now.
For like 2 or 3 levels in the playthrough.
Yeah, and this actual playthrough will start around January. Cause I'm trying to get like HFC back on track, so I'm going to record a bunch, start releasing them at like maybe a couple of parts every day or so. And Goombas have a lot of attitude for one of the weakest enemies in gaming history.
Oh, that was pro right there. I remembered a split second before you did that. You grabbed all 4 coins with one swipe.
That's just how the hell I get down.
Yeah, I've noticed that they keep using Goombas this late in the game. Like, I expect more dangerous forms of enemies.
Yeah, or, you know, just create some new enemies. It's like they're afraid not to use Goombas because they think people will be turned off by it or something.
I mean, I know they did create some enemies for this game, but clearly they're using Goombas a lot more.
I mean, I guess the Tanooki tail just suits their design, but... I think in a later level there are actually Goombas sneaking about right at the top of one of those jumps.
Ooh, dastardly.
You can lose your raccoon suit at the very last second.
That must be heartbreaking.
Yep, it was.
But overall, I think that was a pretty chill level.
I'm so sorry. I'm just a terrible influence on these young co-commentators.
What if they gave Pom Pom a different kind of level from Boom Boom?
Or just a different weapon, like a machine gun.
That would be pretty cool.
That shoots, like, spiked pom-poms, that would be amazing.
That would be far too cool and far too violent for this game.
Yeah, or maybe a boss involving these whole spiked column things.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done more with environmental hazards in the bosses. Because they do a little bit, but not very much, because they confine them to those arenas. Oh, I remember having a lot of trouble with getting that coin, because I was usually lagging behind trying to get to that point, so I wouldn't have enough time to boost that block up far enough.
Right here was an example of part of the level where I would actually start to die a lot, because I would like get, you know, caught off screen. Mostly due to trying to get the star coin.
Yeah, that's another one, like, you gotta wait a certain amount of time before you even know it's there, and by then it might be too late.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's there because I play the levels a lot trying to get the best take, but for the average player, it's kind of like bait and switch, really.
So here's what I was saying with having a bit of environmental hazard. You got fire. And I guess if you have an unfortunate bounce off a boomerang, you could land in the fire.
Yeah, there's an added hazard here, because you can't jump or Boom Boom will hit you, so you just have to make sure you... That's why I tried to make sure when I hit her, I'm actually on one of these long platforms, so I have space to run about.
It looks like you got a pretty good pattern going on with the back and forth there. But overall, still not changed that much, not too difficult.
No, didn't even break a sweat. Not even a prize there.
I mean, sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. I wish they would at least put a 1-up there for everyone.
And that was World 6 of Super Mario 3D Land. Just 2 more to go now. What did you think of World 6? Summarise your thoughts quickly, please.
I thought it was pretty good.
That was quite quick. Okay, we'll see you next time for World 7 of Super Mario 3D Land. See you then.